Yo, 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 what up, Joe? What's good? What is good? Happy Monday, guys. It is almost March. Almost March. What is good? What is good? Salute to everybody. Don't forget to smack that thumbs up as you're entering the building. Salute, salute, salute. Salute. What's good? Over the weekend, I got a great email, which we haven't talked about on this show in a long time. The question was, hey Dale, if I'm on a budget, what are the best devices to start, my home theater with? And I thought that was a great question. Honestly, I thought it was an awesome question because there's many ways, as of late, we always tell you what to get, but sometimes we forget about the people who are just starting and on a budget. So I wanted to have this conversation with you. Sorry about that. Got to check this out over here. So I want to say, can you have an awesome, right? An awesome theater on a budget. All right. That's going to be today's topic. Also, I got something else that I'm gonna be talking about this week. That came across my YouTube feed. We done talked about it. We didn't get in depth with it, but we're gonna talk about it before we leave this live show. So we'll get into that. But the question, can you start, can you have an awesome home theater on a budget? And I've been on a budget. I'm still like a budget guy. I'm not a high end guy, but there is a difference between budget and higher end equipment and players and stuff like that. Some of y'all done heard the story when I went to Best Buy. What was it, last year, the year before? And which I'm gonna take y'all on the journey probably this weekend. And I'm gonna show you what they're working with, the Best Buy that I went to, and they got these special rooms. And you got your under 1,000, then you got your under 5,000, then you got your 10 to 20, 25,000, something like that. But they did remodel it. And from what I'm hearing, it's supposed to be a big time improvement. So maybe this weekend, I don't know. Sometime this week, if I get a chance, I'll take y'all on the journey with me, and then y'all can see what it is. All right, don't forget to smack that thumbs up for the algorithm, guys. I'm getting deep in this. I know these two times a week you may see me, but I'm gonna get more and more active on YouTube, whether I'm right here in the lab or I'm taking everything on the road. So what up, Del? What is good? Again, smack the thumbs up, guys, as you're entering. So the question is, can you have a nice, good setup on a budget? So when I emailed this individual back, I said, what's your budget? And they said roughly around like 2,200 or something like that. And I told them, absolutely. Absolutely, you can do it. All right. Now, I can only tell you about what I have. I can't tell you about what everybody else have. I can tell you my experience. And I asked them the square footage of their home. Home is like 1,400 square foot, 14 and some change. So which is not that big, but not tiny, as in between. It's pretty decent sized home. And all he expressed was he just want a nice quality sound because he hear us on here talking about it. He just want a nice quality sound, something that just getting by. Something that just getting by for right now. It's only him and his partner. And they just want to hear some quality, some great sound. He already said he already have a library. He actually reached out to me last year and I helped him, get the content. Now that he got the content, he want to take it to another level. So he was asking me, should he go with does it do, or should he go plug it into his PC? Should he invest in a network attached storage? So I really had to do some digging when we talked over the weekend, and come out, not too tech savvy. He just a regular guy, just want to be able to plug things up and call it a day. So again, this is why I talk to my people. This is why I talk to my people, and it's good to actually see exactly what your people are looking for, because you don't want them to go out there and spend all of this money and they not know how to use the product. And then who are they calling? Hey, Dale, hey, whoever directed them to it. So he was very, very interested with the Apple TV. He was also interested with the Zadu. All right. So let's start off with that first. Which device will suit him better? And so in the email, it got to the point where I was like, look, we got to get on StreamYard, because I cannot, all this going back and forth, I need to see you, speak with you, because we was going back and forth, and nothing, I get pulled away. He get pulled away. And so next thing you know, every 5 minutes turned into 10 minutes, 30 minutes, and then an hour or two, and then to the point I was like, look, you want to go into detail with me, we got to sit down and talk about it, because it wasn't like he had to pay. No, this was just a normal conversation that me and him actually had. I thought it was a great conversation. Big salute. I promised him, I said this would be a great topic for Monday. And so I told him I would not put his name out there. All right. Some of y'all know him. Some of y'all may not. But I'm not going to put his name out there. All right. And he was cool with that. Again, a person I'm dealing with that's not tech savvy. All right. He know how to read an email, he know how to do all that. But knowing how to get in and set things up using a NAS or using the PC, how to share it, he was unfamiliar with that. He even included that he tried to follow one of my videos I did in the past on how to share. He said, he followed everything. It just didn't work. All right. So now we got to go to the next best thing for him. I asked him how many TVs did he plan on using. He said it was just 2 for right now. Maybe 3 in the future, but just 2. All right. And again, the budget is like $2,200. All right. So the first thing I started off with, I just saw a super chat come up in here. Let's see. Clearly, you are one of the few who never forgets that there will always be up and comers. And they really appreciate that. Hey, big salute, Just G. And that's that. Before I continue the story, a lot of people forget. A lot of people, they say, hey, go out and spend this or go out and spend that. And honestly, the people who you may be dealing with may not even use that, you know, to their fullest capability. In the past, Just G, you heard me say, I'm not going to have somebody get an NVIDIA Shield just to watch Netflix or to watch these third-party applications. That it defeats the purpose. But some people will guide you in it. I'm not that one. But big salute. Thank you for the 20 spot. I appreciate it, Just G. I appreciate it. And again, we all got to go back to this point whenever we're discussing, you know, someone who want to enjoy their entertainment. So he said he has a great television. He has a Vizio, some model, but he paid almost $900 for the television. So I'm thinking this is a fairly upper budget television. He said everything is good, all of that. I asked him everything. He said it's a beautiful picture. So right now he has a 4 terabyte hard drive, which I told him to get. And right now he's plugging everything into his television. He doesn't have a box yet. He doesn't have any audio or any of that. And so it just I was smiling because this is what I like to do. And again, his 2 main devices he was talking about was Zudu and Apple. All right. Apple TV 4K. All right. So he was talking about those 2. He he's familiar with Apple products. But again, he's not that tech savvy. So what I insisted him to get, and I put it out there, I said, you want to try Zudu? I asked him, did you want to try Zudu? He said, absolutely. He said, I do want one, but I don't know what to do with it. I don't know how to set it up or anything. So, of course, I shared my screen and I talked to him. I said, this is a great, great device right here because, of course, you could put third-party applications on there. You could put your main applications on there. He said, well, what about Netflix? I said, what about Netflix? He said, well, occasionally we like to watch Netflix. I said, you got a home theater device and you're getting the content. Why do you need Netflix? And he paused. He said, well, just in case. I said, just in case what? I'm talking to him. We're on the camera. I'm like, just in case what? I say the whole point of you starting your own media collection is to get away from these streaming services. I said, you can go on there and see the latest thing that came out. That's what a lot of people may use it for. They're not subscribing anymore. They just do a Google and say, hey, latest movies from Netflix, or the top 10 movies on Netflix or the top 10 movies on Amazon. Either one, that's what they do. And I say, people run that every week. I said, the whole reason for you to start and go into this is that way you don't have to, you saving money on that and you building up your own media library. And his partner was right there and was like, she was like, yeah, that's what I want. I want my own this and that and this, And so I'm sitting there, I'm like, all right, if you want your own, you know how to get your own. Now you need the device, right? And so I actually told him there's a few devices that you can get. Let me open up this Amazon right quick. There was a few devices that I told him, all right? And this is the difference right here, guys. All right? Let me go into Zudu. All right, let me do this right quick. All right. Let me share my screen. All right. And people who may not understand, this is what you need to do. You need to sit back and see what is your budget. Your budget is not like mine. Your budget may not be like another person or this person, this person, this person. A lot of YouTubers, including myself, they get devices sent to them. All right. Let me repeat that. A lot of YouTube creators or social media creators get a lot of devices sent to them. All right. I'm one of the ones that are very, very honest. A lot of creators, they get paid to do this. So the source that sends them the device actually also sends them money for a legit, but it's they give you a legit video, but is it honest? If I'm giving you $1,000 or $500, are you gonna be totally honest? That's the difference. When they reach out to me, I put it in email. Listen, I do an in-depth review, letting them know if this device is not up and capable of where I need it to be, I will express the concerns of that device. I put that in all the emails. I got a dedicated emails strictly for vendors who reach out to me and say, hey, can I send you this device? And when I put, now some of them, they'll send it. Now, what I will do is before I release it, I let them know, hey, this device is not good at all. Do you really want me to release this video? You know, and they'll come back and be like, well, what's the problem with it? The Wi-Fi is terrible. The IR remote is terrible. The IR remote, you're touching 5 buttons at once. The media player, when I play 4K on it, it's buffering. Or when I put IPTV, if I put a certain app on there, it's buffering. It's something going on with this device. All right. And you know what they'll say? Well, yeah, well, we heard of the Wi-Fi. We didn't know about this. Don't put it out. All right. Good with me. That saves me from doing the video. Because if I present y'all with a device, either you're going to say yay or nay, meaning yes or no is not for me. All right. But that is one thing I do. I don't not do. That's one thing I do provide for the sources that reach out to me. Because every device that I have is not good. I'm telling you. They done sent me some things that, and they be like, look, can you just please, we'll send you over $250 right now. You be like, what the heck? No, so I can present it to y'all so y'all can come back and be like, Dale, that box or that device was trash. That's why you got to be careful with individuals who actually, and one thing I like about Line TV was one of the first ones I heard said, listen, they sent me this for review, but I don't send this to them. See, because look, I give them the benefit, like, hey man, this device is not there. Lon let them know I'm going to do this, and I don't know if he get money or not, or do they just send it to him for free? I don't know, but he let them know, hey, the review I do on this comes from me and me only. I'm not paid for this review, and a lot of times, a lot of people get paid for reviews, and so I'm one of them guys. I give you the benefit of the doubt. Look, man, before I even trash your product, you might want to take a look at this, because my people will see this and they're not going to go for it. They will not. All right. But let me share the screen right quick. Again, we're dealing with 2200. All right. That's what we're dealing with. 2200. All right. So he's willing to go with a Zadoo. All right. I told him if he's not tech savvy, we got to make it as easy as possible. All right. We have to make it as easy as possible for everyone. One of the easiest devices to start your home entertainment library, one of these devices right here that's called a Zadoo. All right. It's called a Zadoo. All right. All of these are capable. Some of them you can put an internal drive in them, or you can go USB external drive. All right. Either one will get you by. Now I have one, two. I have 4 of these devices. One of them they don't sell anymore, but I have this one, which is the Z1000. I have this one that I send backups to all the time. All right. I have this one, which is a very nice one. All of them pretty much do the same thing, but it gives you a little extra oomph with it, right? I do have the Zadoo Z9X. I do have the Zadoo Z10 Pro. All right. I have these devices right here. Now, they do have another one that's out. I have not used it. I don't do the Doom. I don't like the user interface. So I couldn't tell you to go with Doom. Any other Dooms, I'm quite sure they work pretty much the same. I can only tell you what I work with. And I just think as far as the user interface, I do believe that these are better. All right. These are the Zadoos, in my opinion. In my opinion, I think Zadoo is better than Doom. All right. This is no shade or anything. I said this from last year. I said the user interface just not, cool with me. And one thing I like is when you display your device in front of your peoples, your family and friends that come over, I want them to be able to say, wow. Even when you turn it on, just be like, wow. That's what I want. And then when you go into your home theater, I want them to say, man, where you get this from? See, because when they say that, oh my goodness, man, where you get this from? That's going to boost you up. That's going to make you say, oh yeah, I got this, it was on Amazon. I just tested it out. Or you can have your peoples get one and you can help them out. All right. So I think with our friend, and yes, he's in the chat because I saw his name. All right. I saw his name. He's going with this one right here. This is the Z1000 Pro. All right. Now, you might say, well, Dale, why is he going with that one? He likes it. He likes everything about it. He did ask about this right here, Android 9.0. I told him don't even get caught up on this device with Android 9.0. Shoot, this will work with Android 7.0. It will work with Android 6.0. I say don't get caught up in all of that. I say, look, even Fire Sticks is on Android 6 and 7. And they already up to 13. They messing with 13 right now. All right. So don't get caught up with this. Dual band. It comes with internal storage. Also, you can add a drive to this. Right. I think up to 14 terabytes, if I'm not mistaken. Supports 4K at 60 frames, HDR, everything you need to get you by for a budget setup. Again, we're talking budget setup. We ain't talking somebody that just bought a house, they got a big old home theater. No, we talking about somebody who got a little bit over 1,400 square foot in their home. All right. Before anybody get to saying, hey, this is what we're talking about. All right. Very, very easy to set up. All of that. I wanted to see if they had more pictures. Maybe I should go with Zadoo.tv. Let's do this. Zadoo.tv, right? Sorry about that. All right. So let's go into the Z1000 Pro. All right. Again, very, very nice setup. And when you go to Zadoo.tv, you get a little bit more information. All right. You get a lot of information, a lot more than what you see on Amazon. When I tell you this will look good on your entertainment system, this looks awesome. And again, right here, it says open. And you can put a drive, I want to say up to 12 terabytes or maybe 14 terabytes. I cannot remember unless I see it. But everything, the 4K, the HDR10 Plus, Dolby Vision, DTS, Dolby Atmos. All right, this device will do it. So as long as you got that good content, you know how to rip your 4K, which he does have, and we'll get into that in just a second. All right, but it is very, very, very clean. Now, somebody gonna look at this and say, oh man, it only got 2 gigs of RAM. That's all you need. You don't need a bunch of RAM to play your content. All right, you don't need that. All right, you don't need it. Remember, this is a media player that's running Android 9. Okay. In the back here, again, y'all know what I like about the back. I like the HDMI in, so he can actually take his Blu-ray, his Ultra HD Blu-ray player, and sit it on top and plug it in, and then plug it into the back of the television. All right, very, very easy. 10-100 1000 Ethernet port. All right, these probably not going to ever use these right here. All right, and then you got an on-off switch along with the AC power that goes to your wall. All right, the fan to keep everything a little cool, just in case you watching a whole lot, and definitely you got the built-in 2.4 or 5G dual band with the MIMO technology. That's when you get a router, this is what you want. You get a router with the MIMO technology. And some people want to say, what does that mean? That means I can talk to multiple devices at once. That's the whole key to this. All right. So roughly right now, he's about to spend what? $450. All right. $450. Right? Just for a nice little budget device right here. And again, you don't have to get this one. I just think this one is super, super nice. I like the background and all of that. You can change all of that. Or for people who may not want to spend that type of money, you got a couple devices right here. The Z9X, which pretty much does the same exact thing. So when we scroll down, it pretty much does the same thing. All Zadoo are capable of Blu-rays, the Blu-rays, the BDMVs, or ISOs. So if you're a person that want to get an ISO, the whole ISO image with the ISO, those are people who want the menus and all of that. They want everything that's on that disc right there. You can get a program called DVD Fab, and you can actually get the ISOs. I think they'll let you do a free trial, but then you have to pay for it and then go from there, unless you know how to get it. All right. But all of that, and plus you get an app. That way, if you lose your remote, you can go ahead and just use the app as well. All right. Not only is that, and we can go back here, not only is that, this is a great music player as well. The colors are very nice depending on your television. Now, if you got one of them little cheap little Insignia televisions that, you got a 65-inch and it costs you $200, well, the colors are not going to be as vivid as a more upper end budget television, or you get you a real nice television. All right, something that a little bit lower, higher end, or you go ahead and get a higher end. And so again, you got the HDR 10 plus, not just the 10. You got the 10 plus, Dolby Vision, right? So you see with 12-bit color, all of that. You're going to get all of this wide color range, everything. And this right here is so nice. It's very simple user interface. One is for your files. This one is for your home theater. Of course, this one right here, this third one, that is for your music. And it is a very nice music player. And then you got your apps and you got your settings. It's as simple as that. They don't make it hard where you have to guess. It's just a simple layout. But now the other one, it has a little bit of a different interface. The lower end ones, the 200, the Z9X, and the Z10 Pro. Different interface, all right? But you can change the posters, all that. But this is the beauty right here, Home Theater 4.0. This is the beauty of this device, because you can custom all of this. And this is what I was selling them. Honestly, I could have been a salesperson for Zadu. All right. And you can put your own icon. You can put your picture icon up in there. You can do so much with this device that we done talked about over the past. And it's just everything is so easy. And again, you get the, go up in here and get the artwork with the movie, the synopsis of the film. And again, you get everything right here that it plays. These are not just the only formats that it plays. They play quite a few, but these are some of the well-known ones. All right? Because right now, you don't even see MP4 on here, but it plays MP4. All right? Which is right here. So a lot of the formats that they play are right here. All right? They play them right here. And you see it got etc. because they play other formats as well. And so after speaking with him, he was sold. I told him I have this one. And he said, look, again, the whole goal is to have a budget media home theater. So now we're at the tax. Let's just round it up. He's at $500. All right. Round it up. Remember, he said he has around 2,200 to use. He already has his television. He has a higher end budget television. Very nice. He said the colors are very good. Even when he watches 4K, just like I said, if you can't see all the lines and, your black is black, or at least somewhat black, because some of these televisions, your black could be gray. All right, but he has a nice television. Now he wanted some type of audio. Now Again, I don't have a receiver. I don't have the speakers. But again, he wanted something budget. He wanted something a little bit budget where he can enjoy. All right. Now, maybe in the future. Now, I'm going by what my client is telling me. My client don't want to go out here and spend no $2,000-$3,000 on the audio. The whole key was budget. Budget. All right. So again, we had roughly about $500. All right. $500. I proceeded. I told him I had quite a few sound bars, all of that. I told him that. But then I told him this is what I have. And a lot of other people have it as well. And this is what I'm about to show y'all right here. As soon as the website come up. Let me share my screen right now. And it is actually cheaper. It's cheaper than what I paid for it. All right. Again, it's cheaper than what I paid for. It is on sale right now. All right. So let me go ahead, do this, share the screen. Let's go right here. Now, I done had a few sound bars and things like that. But this is the one I have, right? I paid $7.99 for mine. All right. This is what I paid for mine. I bought it for $1,000, caught it on sale. It was $8.99, and then I caught it again. It was $100 like a week or two later for $7.99. So basically, I got it for $800. Now, this is the one that I have right here. This is the Vizio 5.1.4. This is the Elevate sound bar with the wireless subwoofer, which is very, very nice, and the rotating speakers for Dolby Atmos. All right. Now, I realize for anybody that says anything, I realize that there are better audio equipment out there. But again, I'm going by my client who doesn't want to break the bank. All right. This is why I'm trying to educate you, because I could have easily sent them to Shownuff. I could have easily sent them to Vincent. All right. But when if he would have heard them numbers that they paid for their audio, he would have said, Dale, you crazy as hell. All right. So the key word, I listened. First of all, I listened and I proceeded. The key word, budget. Budget. He said he didn't want to spend over $2,200. He's not that tech savvy. He can follow instructions, but he's really not tech savvy where he know how to share this and share that, share different videos and or share folders on the PC or anything like that. That's the whole key to this process. So I know people going to be like, hey, I got this Pioneer 8000 7.2.8, whatever it is. Yeah, but I paid $7,000. Yeah, I appreciate that. But again, I'm talking to someone that wanted a budget. And again, this is to educate everyone who may come across this, someone who is looking for a budget, and you don't send them out there spending unnecessary money. All right. So now when we looked at this was $9.99. So if you know who you are in the chat, if you did go and get it for $1,000, because Saturday it was $1,000. Go get your money. Go get your money. So now, if he did get this up, get it, and which he sounded like he was like, yeah, I'm gonna get ready. I just want to get everything. I know he orders as due already. All right, he got that Z1000, and now when I showed him this one, he was like, oh, 1,000. I said, yeah. I said, but it is worth it. And I said it got approval because I talked to the homie Vincent. Vincent say that Vizio Elevate is very nice because I think his friend or one of his family members has it, and Vincent like the quality of the sound that come from this budget device, all right, for audio. So again, my friend, if you're in the chat and you went and picked it up Saturday, all right, go get your money. So there's a $200 saving right there. All right, so we say 800, right, plus 450, or let's just round it up to 500, because after the taxes and stuff like that, 500. All right, 8 plus 5 is 1,300. We're at 1,300, and he's pretty much done because he already has the television. He just want a nice budget device where he can get his content and share it across, in other rooms if that's what he chooses to do. But definitely make that living room or family room, wherever they spend their time at to watch movies, listen to music, they got it right here. This bad boy right here is very, 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 very nice. All right. Again, it got the rotating speakers. You can make them automatic or you can just keep them up. It's real good when you're watching sports. You can have these speakers right here. These speakers right here, right? That you can set those up just to hear the crowd. All that cheering and all of that, you can set these up right here just to be the crowd. However you want to set it up. I'm telling you, very, very nice. And then you got the subwoofer, which is very, very, very nice. And then you got the sound bar that delivers crisp sound. All right? Crisp sound. You just hear it. There's a difference. Listen, I was one of the ones, guys, until I got it. I was one of the ones like, man, look, I can listen to anything. And technically I can. I can sit back and watch and listen to the audio on a regular television. But when I'm watching a movie, when I put Marvels, listen, when you get this device and you put Marvel, one of the Marvel movies, Spider-Man or something like that, and listen, when you have it set up nice and right, and this speaker might be on the left side, this speaker may be on your right side or behind you or whatever, however you want it, and you do not have high ceilings, again, 1,400 square foot home. This is not no, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 square foot home with high ceilings. Again, you have to listen to the key features that my client is requesting. He's asking. He's saying, listen, this is my house. This is how I got it. This would be okay for a house like that, with high ceilings, but you're not going to benefit with the high ceilings with this device. So if you're in a nice, home, not with nothing with no high ceilings, 18 foot or whatever, you should be good with this device. All right. And the room is not, bigger than the average size house, you would be good with this. All right. But again, if you got this one on the left side or behind your couch or whatever, you got this one on the right side behind your couch, however you set it up, man, to hear Spider-Man come from the left side all the way to the right or the right side all the way to the left, just to hear that sound just come across. And when one of them main scenes come on, when you go on one, I'm talking about the boom, I'm telling you, this is a very, very nice budget setup to introduce you to Dolby. All right. Very, very, very nice. This is the back of it right here. So you got your HDMI out, the eARC right here, and you can plug, if you want, you can plug your Zadoo into this bad boy. right? You can plug your Zadoo into this bad boy and then come out that way. Or you can plug your game into this bad boy. They give you two inputs. So you remember when I said connect the Ultra HD into the Zadoo? You would bring the Zadoo and put it in HDM1, and then you can just take this eARC and go right into your television and go from there. Key features. This is the difference between just throwing something at somebody or educating a person. You can just, oh man, get you in the video shield, go out there, spend $3,000, $4,000 on an audio receiver, but you're not even telling them how to hook this stuff up. You're just saying what you got, but you're not educating. And that's the difference when someone reaches out to you and say, hey, I really want to experience this. This is the money I have. What you think I should do? Should I hold off or this? I'm going by with my guy, and I did this one for free because this is what I like to do. All right? Again, just the basics, right? Speakers are very, 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 very nice. So we up to 1,300, right? That's what we're up to. 1,300 bucks. 1,300 bucks. He got the player. Now he got the audio. All right. That's he got basically, because remember, he already has this television. He says television is nice. He loved that television. He got it like about a year ago. Everything works. Everything plays. Everything is real good to go. I'm not done. I am not done. All right. Then this is what I did. All right. I did this right here. Let me show you all this. Let me share this. Now, this was optional. I don't know if he pulled it off. Maybe he did. This is optional because it's all about the experience, right? It's all about the experience. And let me do it like this. I think this is it. All right. I told him about these speakers right here, right? These speaker stands. Strictly for the Vizio. All right. These are the ones that I have. Pretty nice. Whether you go wired speakers or wireless. These are very, very, very nice. And as you see this setup, I just told him, I said, if you want this, they're like 60 bucks, but it might be a great experience to you. I don't know if he got them, but I know the lady on the right side of him, she was like, she said, yeah, instead of putting them up on the wall, she would prefer the stands. No kids, no kids. I ain't asked if it was any kids, but nobody said babies. All right. So either teenagers, grown kids, I don't know. But nobody said babies. And the thing about it, these are nice. But this is just an option. This is just an option. There they go right there. Just an option. All right. Very, very easy to set up. Very, very easy to mount. Very, very nice. All right. So 60 bucks. All right. 60 bucks. And again, very, 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 very nice. And you see these right here? Just the features of it. You can raise them, you can lower them, all of that. All right. But I just wanted to show them that. I say it's very, very easy. It ain't like it's listen, they very, very, very easy. All right. So where we at? Where we at? 8 plus 5, 13, right? and we got what, 1360. Let's just round it up. Let's just say 1370, and we're good to go. And guys, so far he already has a nice setup just from the picture. All right, already has a nice setup. All right, got the television, got the media player. Very, very easy. So that's why I say everybody budget is different. All right, everybody budget is different. And so when someone asks you, hey Dale, or asks me, hey Dale, I kind of want to set up similar to yours, but this is all I got. This is all I have to spend. Can you assist me? Absolutely. Absolutely. And the first thing I say, hey, what is the budget? Now, if you tell me hey man, I only got $200, I'm gonna say, you want a home theater or you just want a player? Which one you trying to get? But again, that's what we're working with. Something that was just a little accessory that I threw in there. They don't need them, because sometimes some people may hang them on the wall. Some people, they might do that because these are wired speakers. These are not totally wired. Only thing wireless on here was the Bluetooth. No, was the subwoofer. Everything else, it had a wire. Of course, to plug it in, and then you had these wires. Now, can you add the wires? Absolutely. You can send them wires right up through that pole and make it very, very minimum. All right, very, very easy. But again, we're talking budget. And again, I know there are other ones. But you got the audio, which is good for the house that he's in, where they're in, and you got the media player. So you might say, well, Dale, he has the TV. What else does he need? There's a key feature that I said earlier. He has a bunch of these. A bunch. All right. He say, I can follow directions. Easy directions. He say, Dale, I watched your movie. He said, I watched your live when you did the video on that Make MKV. He said, that's simple. He said, I even downloaded it to my laptop. I say, good. I say, what you want to do? What you want to do? He said, I would love to make these bad boys digital where I can put it on the drive. All right. We're not done. Again, I got $2,200 to work with. Now, the drive that I got costs over $200. It costs like almost $300. That's because if I don't want to just be able to rip. All right. I want to be able to make a disc, do I want to be able to do multiple things on there. All right. Again, now this is the one where I told him, I said, now you can do your research. I can lead you, but if you do your research, you can find a device that may be a little bit cheaper. But I told him the reason why I wanted to do this, because I might want to do some other things, try some other options out. I'm not gonna get on YouTube and say what I told him, but I wanted to have options. All right, I wanted to have options. So with that being said, let's go back over to Amazon. All right, and I'm gonna show you which one I got. But again, I let him know if he do some research, he can get something just as nice, or just as less. All right. Again, we at like 1360 or something like that. Let's round it up to 1370 because the taxes and everything, right? But he asked me, I told him the one that I got. I don't just want a ripper or anything like that. I want to be able to do multiple things. And with Make MKV, these are one of the devices that they actually, where you don't have to flash. All you got to do is plug it in and you're good to go. So let me share this right quick. And again, this is just a little extra, Not to say he had to do this, but I showed him what I was using. All right. So this is the device right here that I have right here. This is the Pioneer. All right. This is the Pioneer BDR-XD as in David 07 UHD. All right. This is it right here. If you look over here, you will have it. All right. But you see the price tag. All right. I told him that's what I paid for it. Again, if you do your research, you can find something that's a little bit cheaper. All right. But you have to do the research. I went with what would work for me. All right. Now, whether he gets this or not, again, that's up to him and her. All right. That's on them if they get it. But he just asked. But again, yes, he wants 2,200. He said he got a laptop. All right. He can make MKV, and he actually can rip his own 4K with this drive right here. So again, this is what I have, and you can go out there and search and see what you want. Pioneer Electric BDR dash, right? Dash XD as in David 07 UHD, standing for ultra high definition. All right. But that's just something that I grabbed. Again, everybody preference is different. All right. Everybody preference is different. But you can use this device right here if you want to rip your 4K content. And you can use Make MKV. You can use DVD Fab if you want the whole disc. Now, there are other programs out there you can use, but those probably are the top two or some of the main ones you can use to actually rip 4K. So I'm going to leave this right here. All right. So for anybody who wants to know what you need, or if you want to get it, and you saw I purchased this February the 6th, 2023. Again, I'll go down here. Let's see if they got other pictures on it. Not that many pictures I don't see. You'd have thought they had some more pictures, but it's all good. So again, here it is before we move on. Pioneer Electric BDR-X David 07 Umbrella. Henry David. 6x slim portable USB 3.0. All right. So it does all of this, right? It burns all of this, support 4K Ultra HD, and you can rip your stuff right here to a BDXL in this format. It's up to you. All right. Up to you. Very, very easy, lightweight, everything about it. All right. Everything about it is just solid. All right. So if you want to go that route or they want to go that route, that'll be up to them. All right. That will be up to them. Salute, everyone. Salute. What up, though? I know I done missed quite a bit. And salute again, Just G. Salute. Thank you for the 20 spot. I appreciate that. So again, guys, it all starts from the budget. That's the whole key to your success. The whole key to everything that you do. If you do this, you can have you a nice collection. All right. A collection, and you can go from there. But we're not done. We're not done. Because what I want him to have, this, I gave him an option. I said you can go internal or you can go external. Internal, you can go either way. I asked him, did he have a micro center in this area? He said, no, that bad boy like 6 hours away. I said, well, you can order online or you can go to Amazon, either one. But what you're going to want to do, if you go internally, all right, you can go Seagate, right? Seagate, Nas Drive, either one, all right, either one. You got options. And again, it's all about options. Basically, it's all about just backing up. When I send stuff to this do 1000, I also send stuff to this drive that's connected to the computer, and I also send a copy of it over to my router, which has an external drive. Not no NAS. I haven't even connected the NAS up yet, but I have a backup that way, just in case if something go wrong, you can always get your content back. All right, that's all a NAS. That's all a lot of people do when they get a NAS. Probably majority of the majority of people get a NAS for their home theater, and they use the drives to back up their content. They use it to back up their data. All right, so whatever they have on one, it just automatically does it. Compared to, all right, I'm gonna send this one manually to this drive. I'm gonna send one manually to that drive. I'm gonna send one manually to that router, and then put it on the drive that's connected to the router. All right, but just so people can understand, if you go internal, I will probably go this route right here. All right, you got all type of NAS drive. You got 8 terabytes right here. Some people start off with a 4 terabyte. I have a 4 terabyte right here in my Z1000. All right, you can go 14 terabytes that they have right here. All right, so you have it, is ready to go, and you can do whatever. You know, you can have some fun with this bad boy right here. So depending on what you want to spend, how you want to start, you know, it's up to you. Because, you know, some people going to be like, hey, man, go with an 8 terabyte. Some people going to say, hey, man, go with a 14 terabyte. You just might as well get a 14 terabyte. Well, you might be one of them individuals that doesn't share, that doesn't get everything that comes out. See, it all comes down to you. It all comes down to you. You might be like me. I don't get everything that comes out. It was a movie, something called the Ghost. I didn't get it. I didn't record it because I'm probably not. It doesn't even look that good to me. So why will I get that film if it's for my household? For what? For what? Why will I get some film that I'm never going to watch? My wife is not going to watch, and put it on there for what? If it's for my household, I'm only going to put things on there for me. I'm not going to do it just say I got it, because if I don't watch it, it's no need for it to take up, you know, the space on a drive. There's no need to do it. But again, with that drive, you can plug it directly in to your device, the Z10 Pros or the Z1000 Pros, and anything above that. All right. Now, you might say, well, Dale, I do like these NAS drives, but I got the Z9X. All right. But I do want to use one of these, but I got a Z9X. All right. Well, we can do this. You can go and get you. You can get you a 3.5 hard drive enclosure. You can get you one of these. You can get you an enclosure. You can get you an enclosure that will do it for you. All right. You put your drive in there and it will sit right next to your device and go from there. All right. Some of them do the 3.5 and the 2.5 SATA. So you can go either round. I mean, it's really up to you. You can go either route. All right. I think this is the one I got, if I'm not mistaken, or something very similar. All right. But you can go and get one of these. There is no wrong way on your setup. As long as it works for you, you will be good to go. And yes, it does have the USB 3.0. All All right. You can hook one of these bad boys up to your Zadu. Put your internal drive in here. Now you done turn your internal into an external. All right. This is what it's all about. All right. So you have options. So if you want a NAS drive, right, a network attached drive, right, you want one of these right here, and you just want one because you figure it handles better, and maybe it does. It's really, I don't know, maybe it does. But if you want it and you got a Z9X, and then you just want a NAS drive because you say, hey, these run better, these hold better, then yes, you can get one of these and actually get you an enclosure. Yes, you can. Really, if your device does not have an internal source to put the these type of disk drives in there, these hard drives in there. All right. So you can do it that way as well. All right. So that's when it comes down to you and what you want. All right. But I always encourage everybody, always back up. Now, you can back up. You can back up external. A lot of these devices I use. Like, let me see if I see one. I know I have this one. This is the one PCD told me about. I know I have this one right here. This is an external drive. All right. The thing about this one gives you 2 extra slots, USB slots that you can use. All right. So I do have that. Also, some people just use these 4 terabytes. I have not had a drive fail me yet. All right. And I'll be using it. My family use these devices. Again, I don't even have my NAS set up yet. But listen, it's really up to you. The only thing I'm going to ask you to do, if you're going to go with something like this, just make sure you have a second one to back up on. You can plug this right into your device and be done with it and send your documents or your files or your content over to this device, and that's it. You'll be good to go. All right. Never had one fail on me. I don't know the logic behind that. I got 4K content on there. I got 1080p content. I got 720 on there. Never had a disk fail on me. And again, I've been using this one drive for over 10 years. Over 10 years now. The one that's connected, that one come from the WD-TV Live. All right? WD-TV Live. And you know this is an old school device right here. Oh, them are the remotes. I'm trying to see if they got the device. It's similar to this right here. Dang, they selling that bad boy for $700? Gee. I'm trying to see. Let me see. WD-TV Live. Let's do some images. This is the one that I have right here. This is it right here. Now, they're currently unavailable. Let me see if I can get a bigger picture. This is the device that I had right here. This is the device that I use when I got my content. I put it on an external drive. That's currently, that external drive is connected to my router. This is the device that I still have to this day. Matter of fact, I just saw it. Matter of fact, I just saw it somewhere. I was looking for something and saw it. This device right here was very, very nice. The remote, everything. It had a USB slot in the front and in the back, right here. Ethernet port, so if you wanted to watch Netflix, you could. This was the device, and again, that same external hard drive that I had connected to this back in the day is the same external hard drive that I got connected to my router, and it has not failed me yet. All right. If you do get one that fails, just make sure you're backing up your content. This is it right here. This is, I'm telling you. So at the end of the day, I don't know which drive he went with, but we left around $13.60. I said add $10 for the tax, $13.70. So I don't know if he's gonna go with the 4 terabyte, the 8 terabyte, the 12 terabyte. I don't know. But as of right now, he's under that budget. Let's just say he went with the 12 terabyte. That was like almost $300. Or the 14 terabyte, that was almost $300. All right? That's still $1,600, almost $1,700. And he still got room to buy a lot of popcorn, some Jordans. So I'm telling you, there are plenty of devices, but when you educate someone, you have to listen. That's why I always have a pen. And as they're talking, I'm writing down. I'm listening. That's the whole key to everything. I am listening. And just like that, has a whole setup ready to go on a budget. Yes, it's not the best. It's not the best audio or anything like that. But for their home and for what's in the budget, it's best for them. All right. Now, if he come back in a couple years and say, hey, man, I'm ready to go to another level, and if I'm not at that level, I'm going to reach out to people like Shonuff, LJ, or I'm going to reach out to Vincent and see, I try to link them up because I know they are home theater enthusiasts. They get down. The way they talk, that's how they get down. So I would direct them. I don't have no problem directing them to a meaningful source who does it. I can only do what I do with what I have. Now, I could go out there and buy a $5,000 audio. I can do that. But like Vincent told me, like when I talked to Vincent, I said, I got this. And I said, look, I was talking to the guy. He said, with the size of your house, it would be an overkill if you go out and get the receiver and get the 7, whatever, the 7 by 1.5 or 1.4. He said that's an overkill for your home. But for someone who has 2,400 square foot, 3,000 square foot, that may be for them. Maybe that Vizio Elevate probably wouldn't go that route for the size of that home. The size that their home theater, the size of the home theater that they're building. So that is the difference, just listening. Listening, not always saying, hey, go get this, get this, get this, get this. Yeah, it's not in everybody's budget. And again, what did my guy say? My client say, hey, I'm not that tech savvy. That's a key phrase. There's a key phrase. So don't just sit back and just send anybody everywhere. And I'm telling you, even in the past, we had discussions on that. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to listen to people. What do you want to do? Hey, Dale, I want to do this. I want to watch Netflix. I'm not going to send them to get, that's all? You just want to watch Netflix? Hey, man, go and pick up that Roku for $29, $39. You'll be good to go. Or get that Fire Stick. You can get that Chromecast. I'm not going to send them to go and spend $200 or even $150 for a device. So, let's see. Hey, Dale, I hope all is well. Just wanted to ask a question. You probably already said it. I have a Zadu Z1000 Pro. Could I use the internal drives inside of it because the NAS isn't in my budget? Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what I got mine on. I got an internal NAS drive in there. Absolutely. You can do it. You can do it. All I would tell you, Cordelia, I would say just make sure you're bagging up your content. That's the whole key to this. You don't have to go and get a NAS to bag up. Like James told me, he said the good thing about having the NAS is everything is central. And then you can set it up where it automatically back up all the drives, or, you can have two of them working together and the other two duplicate these two. That's the good thing about it. But always back up. That's the whole key to this right here. Just make sure whenever you're putting on that drive, have another external drive and bag it up, and you can just sit that somewhere every time, or you can just leave it connected to your computer. So when you send it to your Zadu, you also send it to the drive that's connected to your PC or your laptop, whichever one. That's the beauty of it. That is the beauty of it. I'm telling you, a lot of people use only a couple features when they on their NAS. They use it for the cameras, and they use it for their media library content. That's pretty much it. You can use the NAS for a lot of other things, but those are the main sources right there. People use it because they have surveillance around their home, and of course the movie. They use a Plex, or they have their stuff on there. And if you got the Zadu, you can have the Zadu connect to your drive and go from there. You can do it. You can absolutely do it. Yep. So yeah, just get you an internal drive and you'll be good. Now, thank you so much, Dale. I definitely make sure to back up. Yes, always. Yeah, and remember, Cordelia, remember last year when I pulled out the new one, right? I pulled out the Z1000, and remember, I had my drive connected to it and made a mistake, and it asked me, it say, do you want to reformat? I didn't even have to reformat because it was working with another, that Zadu Z10. Remember when it asked me when I put it into the Z1000, it said, do you want to reformat? And I made a mistake and said yes. And remember, I wiped out everything. Some of y'all remember that. I wiped out everything. And the only thing that saved me was that I always back my stuff up. I think the only thing I was missing was like 3 or 4 films that I just put on there, like maybe a day, no, it might have been hours before I switched everything up. So that's what I do. That's the basic. If you bag your stuff up, even if something fail, you can just go ahead and go with the next one. Boom. And overnight, if you get you another one or come back the next day, overnight you can actually copy, get it on your computer or whatever, or you can copy using the Zadu. I just don't know if it's going to be as fast as the PC, but it will copy. One thing about that Zadu, you can copy over. You can copy. Believe me, I done did it plenty of times. But it's all about bagging that up. Yeah, you say I remember that. Man, I say, oh my goodness, because I had so much content and now I got to put everything back over there. But absolutely. And that's the good thing about bagging up. Absolutely. Yeah, Dave, I was hurt because now I had to go back, copy everything back over to the drive. It was a messed up, but the good thing is I had a backup. And so that's all it's all about. If you back up your material, you'll be good to go. You'll be good to go. Yep, that is. So, other than that, guys, any questions? And that was a great question, Cordelia. Because, yes, you can use drives inside of that Z1000. That's all I do. I just send it over there. Either I can just plug up a drive and copy it over there to the internal drive that I have, or I just use the Explorer app that I install the app on the Zadu. I go into Wi-Fi share, I enable that, I turn it on, take the address, put it on the PC, and I send stuff over that way as well. What do you think of the Kaleidoscape streaming device? Do you think it's well worth the money they're asking? Man, did you read my mind, Matt? I bull crap you not. I bull crap you not. That's what we're going to go into. All right. That's what we're going to go into. And if you look at the title, I said, will you leave Plex for this device? And let me do this right quick. Let me share my screen because I want to show you where I was going. I don't know if you might have saw it on the top, but actually I had it right here. All right. I got this bad boy, and that's my topic. People who don't know, this is a device right here. So this is what Matt is talking about. The Kaleidoscape. All right. It's a media player along with their own dedicated servers. All right. Now they just dropped a player on here, and if I'm not mistaken, it allows you to copy what you have. So if you have some 4K content, at least that's the rumors that I'm hearing. If you got some 4K content, you can rip your 4K content to your library. All right. But here it is right here. That's a great question. That is a great question. Matt, that is an awesome question. Because this is where I was going to end my show at, right here. Would I leave Plex or Zadu for this device? Now, this is the next best thing. This is the closest as of right now that you're going to get to studio content. Let me repeat myself. This device right here, because they have a deal with a lot of these movie associations, including Sony. This is the next best thing to getting everything. The audio, everything. See, because one thing about a disc, they can only put so much on a disc. All right? They can only put so much on a disc. All right? Even on Ultra HD, they only can put so much. Well, after doing my research on this, and I've been looking at this since yesterday. They say this device right here is the closest thing you're going to get to studio content. The thing about it, if I don't know, knowing what I know now, and to answer your question, Matt, knowing what I know now, it wouldn't work for me. It would not work for me. Because if you're going to pay anywhere between 5 and 10,000 seats, because they got different ones, right? This one right here is 9,000. But I saw some of the cheaper models, they were like 3,000, 4,000. I would see if you was to pay this if you was to pay this, right, and all the content is free. And when I say all the content, when we go into the movies, all right, when we go into the movies, all of this comes with it. And they got a lot of content, guys, a lot. So you can go into movies, you can just say browse all. You can go up in here and actually, if all of this came with it, I would probably say, yeah, I don't know if my money was right. All right. Of course, we're going to say no because we know what we know, right? We know how to rip our own, we know how to get the content. But maybe, just maybe, if this was to come with all of the films, like if I click on Deadpool, right? Look at the price. To rent it is $8. To purchase, it is $15. Now, check this out. Check this out. Let's look at the size. The size of the 4K HDR is basically, let's round it up to 60 gigs, right? And the Blu-ray is 46.7, like 47 gigs. So they give you everything. Look at the audio. Let me just choose the audio. Look at the audio on this bad boy, right? True HD. You get everything with this bad boy. Everything. Commentary, if you want that, everything. This is all included with the purchase. This would not be good for me. But if they was to bring the price down and make it, competitive, for some of these other devices, listen, I'm gonna tell you this. This is for someone who is really, really into home theater. They got the setup, they got the audio, they got the video content. They got everything with this bad boy. They have everything. Dolby, they got coming out the side, coming over from above your head. They have everything. But this wouldn't work for me. All right. This one, but I do like if I was to get this, it's $15, right? $15. Let's look at the size. You see the size of it. Here's the size. But the one thing they say on a size this big, they said only take like 12, 13 minutes to get to your device. So if you was to buy this, you will have this downloaded onto your server. And like, depending on the size, if you go Blu-ray or Ultra, I think they said for Ultra HD, like the total, it should be there within 14 minutes. All right. Again, this is the 4K HDR. As you see, 66 gigs. The Blu-ray quality is 46, and the DVD quality is 8.3 gigs. Now, that DVD quality, you would probably have that movie onto your server in a matter of like 3-4 minutes. The Blu-ray may take about 8-9 minutes, and then the 4K anywhere between 12 and 14 minutes. But I do like it. I ain't gonna lie. It is pretty solid. This is a pretty solid device. But if this is for someone that's very, very serious. They have the setup. They probably got one of them big old houses, and they got a room that fits probably about 20 to 30 people, anywhere between 10 and 30 people in their home theater, and they got the money. Because this is a lot of bread. All right, this is a lot of bread. But you see, they got it where they dropping the you get your own server. I wanted to see the back of it. I definitely wanted to see the back of it. But I mean, it's nice. Don't get me wrong. And these the movies I'm talking about, man. The Marvel movies. Look, they got licensed to get all of this. I'm just hit view all. They have pretty much all the license for these. I don't see no X-Men or nothing like that. Let me just see something. I'm gonna put X-Men because you can actually search. All right, so we got the X-Men. Let me just see. Let me see how big Wolverine is. Let me see. The size. So it's 44.1 gigs. So basically 41 gigs. And you're good to go. But you get all the audio on there. Again, True HD, Dolby Digital, and Spanish, French, Portuguese, director's commentary. And again, you can pretty much do that. Again, if you want all of that, you can get a program like DVD Fab. You can get the ISO to copy all of that. So they pretty much, let me try this. Let me do this. Let me go with Halloween. I don't think I would get it. But it looked like they got, what, Halloween 1, 2, 3. Hold up. Look like they're missing a few of the Halloweens. Yeah, look like they're missing what? 4 or 5. So they missing a couple of the Halloweens. Yep, they missing a couple of the Halloweens. Hold up, maybe it's this way. Let me just do. Yeah, they missing a few of the Halloweens. But I mean, it's all good. Television. Let's look at television. Yellowstone. 13 hours 41. So this look like this is the whole package. 8 episodes, right? Here it is right here. The 8 episodes, the name of them. I do like it. The more I look at it, the more I like it. But if you want the season pass, it's $45. All right. But you can get all of this. You can go over there and follow it. We can talk about it a little bit more tomorrow. Because I'm gonna do some more research where we're gonna go up under it and see exactly what it is, what's up under here, and all of that. But it's pretty nice though. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty nice, but I just think with what we have and what we know and how we can get content, it wouldn't be beneficial for us. But for someone who's not familiar with what we know and they got the money, then yeah, absolutely. Let me see how big Joker is. 62.3. And the 4K Ultra HD is 62.6. Blu-ray 33, DVD 9. So I do like that they give you the size and everything, but they also said this is going to be the closest experience that you get to studio compared to buying an Ultra HD disc. All right. They said, but it is very, 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 very nice. I'm not going to hate on it. I would probably, if I could afford it, if I just had money to blow, I would try it out just to see it. But my setup would have to be good. I wouldn't just, with the setup I have now, I wouldn't get it. I would not hook this up to the Vizio Elevate. I would have to have a home theater. Because they said this bad boy, man, look, doing my research on this device, they said, man, you can have this bad boy connected to your home theater. So when the movie is getting ready to start, it will take control. It would dim your lights. It would dim your lights, just like being at the movie theaters. Like, you know, when you at the movie theaters and when the movie start up, the lights start to dim until they slightly out. They said this bad boy controls all of that. And then when the movie is totally over, it comes on, and say if you got one of the movies like Marvel or DC, that as they going through the credits, but the lights don't come on, that's how you know it's something extra. But they said it will not come up on that. So, you know, the lights will come on at the end of the film. So it looked like it has some type of home automation that's built in. But I'm gonna do some more research, and we'll come back tomorrow to discuss this. I'll get on here with y'all for a quick hour or so, and we would talk about it, because I'm definitely looking at it. I'm not going to buy it unless I will have to hit that 200 million, lottery. But yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with it. It's just something that I probably wouldn't invest my money into right now, because to me, we know how to get the content. We know how to get the 4K. We know how to do all of that. And I'm quite sure we can figure out a way to set, if we do have home theaters, when the movies start with home automation, we can dim the lights and stuff like that. So it does do some extra little features and stuff like that. But dang, that 9,000, boy, woo! And they do have some where they worked out with Sony, and you know, they worked out with Sony, and you know, but with one of these devices though, you definitely gonna, and look, check this out. This is what I'm talking about right here. This is what I'm talking about. Because you want to have when you get something like this, you want to have, so look at this. Look at the speakers. You see what I'm talking about? These bad boys, look at this. You don't get a Vizio Elevate with that type of system. All right? You got to have some, and look, the price, look at this. Man, shit. Woo! This is for them guys who really want the experience. But you see them prices. You see them prices. All right? You see them. And so, man, I can only imagine. Let me do this. Best selling. I'm going to go from high to low. Woo, shoot. Who got 75,000? Huh? Who got 24,000? Huh? It's a reason. There is a reason. I bet you, boy, that sound good. Look, I went in Best Buy and sat next to one of these bad boys right here. Woo! Sounds good. It sounds good. But again, you know, that's a great question. What up, though? What up, though? Who up? I think I saw, let me see. Bobby, what up, though? We got a lot of people up in here. Don't forget to smack the thumbs up. See Oliver, what up, though? Chariot, what up, though? What's good? What is good? What is good? What is good? And if I miss, I'm quite sure I missed a lot of y'all because I went right into it. But look, we'll have that. You say, Dale, go ahead and get it, but just know Keisha gonna have you in the basement for at least a year. Shit, man, it might be about 2 years, man. You spend what on what? Yeah, man, she'll be on my head. Look at it. He said, yeah, you looking at 80,000 just to start. Yes. 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 Sure enough, say, yo, after looking at it a few months ago for a second time, not worth the money. They say in quite a few videos that I watch, they was like, they said, look, this is they said you never, one of the dudes behind the scenes, he said, this device right there is the only device, because you can only put so much on a Ultra HD disc, right? And the way that they got it on their servers, they say they give you more quality. They put them because they say they said they don't compress that much. All right, they said they don't compress. They say it's real low compress, but they give you an overall picture that is better than the Ultra HD. I said, damn. So I'm thinking they didn't say 8K, they didn't say 6K. I don't know. But it got to be quality that's above a 4K. Yup. But all the guys who had it, they had like nice theaters and stuff like that. They love it. They like, man, the picture. But again, they got everything to go with it. So that's all they had to do is plug and play and went from there. Yup. So, man, they say, yo, for that money, I want the movies to come with it. No pay. Absolutely, absolutely, Dave. I agree with you. They will have to give me the movies to come with it. Really, if I invest that, and one of the guys, look, if I invest that type of money in it, you at least go, give me everything that come out for the next 2-3 years or something. I mean, make it good, Kaleidoscape. Make it good for us. I mean, just to spend the money and then we got to go turn right around and get the films too. Man, that's asking a lot. James say, yo, Dale, you get one, I get one. I don't know, James. I still got a couple kids in school. And there's going to be some problems. There's going to be some problems in the household. He said, yeah, check out that sound system. Was that Nakamichi Dragon? Let me just look that up right quick. What's that? Michi. Yeah, man, it's all type of stuff on here. It is crazy. It is crazy. They be having all type of audio. But yeah, man. See if they got it. Cause some people be into that. Man, they be into it. And you say the knock. These cats playing audio. Damn. This is what you're talking about right here. This is what you're talking about right here. See, Oliver. Let me see. This is what you're talking about, Oliver. Sister, hold up. That system look good though. That system look good. That's what you're talking about? Man, that do look good though. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I am not gonna lie to you. That bad boy look nice. Yeah, man, that bad boy, that sucker look good. That bad boy look good. Man. Cherokee said, yeah, that's the one to get. Yeah, he said he can say Nakamichi but struggle with constructive criticism. Yeah, man, I'll be struggling with that constructive, man. I don't know. I do not know. But yeah. But we'll talk about some setups tomorrow. I'll continue to look at um and and then go from there. We'll sit back and see what they're talking about and see where we go. Definitely. But hey, good job, Matt. Cause I was damn. Look at that one. Man, hold up. I don't know what the heck I was just looking at. But they done changed it. Oh, they done changed it now. But man, it's crazy. I paid 5,000 for a receiver. It went out. I've been waiting for the replacement for over a year. Yeah, yeah, you definitely been waiting. It has that true. Yeah, man. What's up, Jeremy? Yeah, man. It looked good though. I ain't gonna lie. It looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. But um, I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here because it's going on 9 o'clock. I think I've been going on almost 2 hours. But I just wanted to tell y'all, like, it really comes down to y'all and your budget, right? It comes down to you and how you want your setup. Again, there's not two people who have the same setup. Yeah, we may have the same devices, but your setup may be a little bit different as far as fine tuning the movies, the content, the TV shows you have. The way you have yours set up is going to be, totally different. So with that though, let me see. You say it's a Zadu Z10 Pro getting home theater 4.0. The Zadu Z10 Pro should already have home theater. At least mine have home theater 4.0. If it don't, it's because you need to update it. But yeah, it should already be there. Yup. I hook it up to So bro, you crazy, man. You crazy. You crazy. But that's what's up though. When you got it, you got it. You got it. But we'll talk more about it later tomorrow. I'll go live tomorrow. Let me do some more research on this device. And I got another topic for y'all. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Have that notification and we'll go from there. Salute y'all. I'm out. This is Superdell. I will see you on the next one. Peace.